Now, Governor Sarah Palin talks and talks and talks. On Friday, she told our Alaska affiliate that the RNC clothing had been picked up by a staffer. Over the weekend, she told Fox it had all been sent back. Then Monday, after her father revealed that the governor had spent Saturday sorting through the clothing, she elaborated on the story to our Matt Lauer.
We don't have any of the campaign's clothes in our possession, and it was never anybody's intention to keep those borrowed clothes from the RNC. When staffers traveled with us from the lower 48 up to Alaska, and we had boxes of campaign stuff, which include like stickers and campaign buttons and hats and T-shirts, loading all that stuff back up after emptying the belly of the plane of all this stuff. And that took place in our living room over the past couple of days. We put it all in boxes, put it in the FedEx plane, and sent it back.
So the stuff that was all packed up Friday and shipped out Sunday, she just went through it all over the past couple of days. As to those pesky rumors about her behavior prior to the campaign,
one of the examples that they gave was that media was just sure that one of the books I tried to ban was Harry Potter. Of course, it hadn't even been written when I was the mayor of Wasilla.
Except she was mayor of Wasilla from 1996 till 2002, during which time the first 4 Harry Potter books were published in the U.S., the first of them in 1998.
And then rumors right off the bat, too, that, you know, I was some wacko that as a city manager, I tried to ban the books in our local library, and they listed the books that supposedly I tried to ban. Books like Harry Potter that hadn't even been written when I was the mayor and the manager.
Except her resume does not include the title city manager. She was a city councilor until she became mayor, and then, according to Salon.com, she hired a city manager. Also, she never fought Muhammad Ali for the heavyweight championship. Also, as to some of the other rumors that had floated around her candidacy,
there were whispers when it was revealed that Bristol was pregnant that she and Levi were going to get married because of political reasons. That this was the politically correct thing to have happen.
Well, you know, there again, lots of rumor, lots of speculation. But at the same time, you know, when those darts and those arrows started flying, I knew still, though, that we were on the right path in terms of offering ourselves up, me, my family, in the name of service to our country.
I don't want to interrupt while you're waving the flag, Governor, but did I miss it, or did you not answer that question? The report that she wanted to give a pre-concession speech before Senator John McCain spoke? True.
Who said no?
Somebody said no. They said that it would be unprecedented that VP candidates wouldn't introduce someone in a concession speech. And, you know, all I could say was...
Were you disappointed?
A little bit, because, again, not for me personally to get to be up there on a stage and give one last speech, but to be able to say, this is an American hero.
And what about word of bad blood between herself and Senator American Hero?
We have a great relationship, had from day one, had from the first time that I met him last year, he and his wife.
Except they didn't meet last year. They met for the first time February of this year. All right, how about their relationship over the past 2 months?
Never once was there any inkling of tension between the two of us. Perhaps within the campaign there were campaign staffers who...
Well, describe that for me. Who was butting heads?
You know, I don't even know. That inside baseball stuff regarding the way a campaign works on that level, I certainly didn't get bogged down in any of the potential skirmishes.
And I'm curious, was there someone saying to you, no, let's not do a lot of interviews?
You know, I'm not going to get into that inside baseball strategy that was used with those who are calling the shots in the campaign. I'm going to let them answer that.
Maybe, just maybe, Governor, they were trying to stop you from saying anything that might hurt the campaign?
If I went off script once in a while, I can't for the life of me remember any one time where it would have harmed him or the ticket, so I don't regret it.
She can't remember one time when going off script harmed McCain or the ticket, even though one of those times reportedly was when the governor launched her own campaign about Bill Ayers, the palin around with terrorist stuff without the consent or knowledge of senior McCain staff. To say nothing of the errata, like the inability to recognize the Bush Doctrine and name any Supreme Court decisions besides Roe v. Wade, or list any newspapers she read, or correctly describe what the vice president did, or the continuing variations on how she is the F word.
Sometimes, you know, I consider myself, too, as a feminist, whatever that means.
And just as Sarah Palin credited God and the Kenyan witch hunter, Pastor Muthi, with paving her way to the governorship and predicted that God's hands would ensure the, quote, right thing was done on November 4th, so she now believes God will show her what might happen in 2012.
Well, I don't know who's going to be a part of it. You know, I have faith is a very big part of my life, and putting my life in my Creator's hands. This is what I always do. I'm like, okay, God, if there is an open door for me somewhere, this is what I always pray. I'm like, don't let me miss the open door. Show me where the open door is. And even if it's cracked up a little bit, man, maybe I'll plow right on through that and maybe prematurely plow through it, but don't let me miss an open door. And if there is an open door in 12 or 4 years later, and if it's something that is going to be good for my family, for my state, for my nation, an opportunity for me, then I'll plow through that door.
Thus encouraging her supporters on the right to envision themselves plowing with Sarah in 2012.